This is your need to know. This is your need to know.
Okay, so get this. Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker, right? He once suggested to George Lucas that Boba Fett should be Luke's mother.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, crazy, huh?
Yeah, that's wild.
So it started as a Reddit post
Okay.
with a TIL, like a Today I Learned,
Yeah.
and it kind of blew up
Yeah.
before the mods shut it down.
Oh, really?
So the post itself is gone.
Ah, okay.
But thankfully, the comment thread survived.
Wow.
And it is gold, let me tell you.
Yeah.
All sorts of reactions from like, that's amazing, to that's blasphemy.
Right.
It's wild.
Yeah, it's amazing what one little idea can spark.
Right.
Like all these passionate arguments and debates and stuff.
Exactly.
That's why we're doing this deep dive. We're not just going to revisit this what if,
Right.
but we're going to use it
Yeah.
to look at how fans engage with stories.
Yes.
And how crazy ideas can give us insights
Yeah.
about Star Wars and storytelling and fandom in general.
Yeah, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
So Hamill's pitch, as far as we know,
Yeah.
was to reveal Boba Fett as a double agent,
Okay.
like working for the rebels,
Interesting.
as a twist,
Yeah.
and I quote, to top the Vader reveal.
Wow. Ambitious.
Right.
Yeah, definitely ambitious.
Very ambitious.
It kind of plays on those classic tropes like
Yeah.
secret parents
Yeah.
and undercover agents.
Right, exactly.
But in a way that really pushes those boundaries
Yeah, it really
of what we thought we knew about Star Wars.
Totally. So, but wouldn't that undermine the Vader reveal?
Wow.
Like finding out your dad's the ultimate bad guy is one thing,
Right.
but your mom being a bounty hunter all along, that's got to sting a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the big questions that people are talking about.
Yeah.
Some people say it would cheapen Vader's reveal,
Wow.
while others think it would just add a whole other layer
Okay, yeah.
to that relationship.
To that relationship, right?
Yeah.
Someone in the thread, God Emperor of Hell, I think it was,
Okay.
brought up the small galaxy problem.
Right.
And that's something I always think about.
Yeah. Yeah.
With reveals like this,
Mm-hmm.
like if everyone's related or secretly connected,
Yeah.
the universe starts to feel, well, smaller,
Right.
less epic.
Yeah, less epic.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, I mean, look what happened with Rey being a Palpatine.
Yeah.
Like that really divided people.
Yeah, it did.
Right.
Yeah, it's like, does a tight web of connections make things better or less believable?
Less believable, yeah.
Right.
It's a really good question.
Exactly.
I want you to think about that as we go through this.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Speaking of connections,
Yeah.
one commenter,
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I think,
Okay.
pointed out how Leia's Bouche disguise
Okay.
in Return of the Jedi
Mm-hmm.
might have been inspired by this.
Oh, really?
Like maybe George Lucas liked the disguise idea,
Interesting.
but just used it differently.
Yeah. It's a really neat thought.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it shows how even if ideas are rejected, they can still have an impact on the creative process.
Totally.
It's like these little,
Yeah.
seeds that get planted
Yeah.
and they grow in weird ways.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get into this Reddit thread itself.
Okay.
I mean, there are so many different reactions.
Yeah.
Like some fans love the idea of Boba Fett being Luke's mom,
Mhm.
and others are like, no way, no how.
Right.
Uh-huh.
It's fascinating to see how people deal with this.
Yeah.
Like some people jump right into analyzing the lore,
Yeah.
what it means for the characters,
Oh,
and
yeah.
others just make jokes like,
Like Paranoia
yeah, right.
just commented, Boba Fett.
Boba Fett, like, come on.
That's funny.
Right.
Yeah. And then there's this whole chain of bot-like replies.
Oh, really?
Started by Enjoyink,
Okay.
which led DV666 to say sadder than funny.
Right.
And then First Approximation chimed in with, honestly, the thought that these are real humans is more depressing.
Oh, wow.
I mean, you've got your jokesters, analysts, and your nihilistic philosophers, you know?
Yeah, the whole range of humanity.
The whole spectrum.
Right there.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's a microcosm of fandom.
Yeah, but it also says something about how much people care about these stories.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even a joke like Boba Fett shows that people are engaged, that they want to, play with the material.
Yeah.
Make it their own.
Yeah, I agree.
Right.
Yeah, we've all got our own versions of Star Wars in our heads.
Right.
And sometimes those versions clash.
They totally clash.
They clash hard.
And sometimes those clashes can even be productive.
Yeah, I think so.
They make us rethink things.
Look at it from a different perspective.
Exactly. It's not just about agreeing or disagreeing. It's about the conversation, and expanding our understanding of the stories and ourselves.
And sometimes that conversation leads to some pretty bizarre places.
Oh, yeah.
Remember the Darth Jar Jar theory?
Oh, of course. The classic.
For those who haven't heard it, it's the theory that Jar Jar Binks, the clumsy Gungan from the prequels, is secretly a Sith Lord.
Oh, wow.
Pulling strings from the shadows.
Interesting. I know, right?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Crazy theory.
But it speaks to the power of fan theories.
Totally.
Taking even the smallest character and building these stories around them.
Yeah, exactly.
It's powerful stuff.
And it ties in perfectly with our whole Boba Fett as Luke's mom thing.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Right.
Definitely.
Like, it's all about looking for hidden meanings. Connecting the dots.
Yeah. And imagining what could be beyond what we see on screen.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Both of these theories, even though they're super different, they both show how much people want to go deeper into the stories we love.
Yeah.
Find those hidden layers and discover new meanings.
Yeah, I love that.
It's great.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It is. Makes you wonder, would this, change the whole tone of Star Wars?
Oh, totally.
Charlie Mouse in the thread was worried it'd turn into a space soap opera or something.
Yeah.
But other people saw potential for deeper themes.
Right, like Bach Mannerlich argued it could explore consuming evil for selfish reasons,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's a pretty dark take.
Yeah, but it's compelling.
It is compelling. Imagine Boba Fett, with this secret vendetta.
Yeah.
Playing both sides.
Right.
It adds a whole, moral gray area.
Total.
That Star Wars doesn't always have.
Right, exactly.
Hold on, though. Wouldn't this create a bunch of problems?
Yeah, probably.
We've got the prequels with Jango Fett, the clones, Boba wanting revenge on Mace Windu.
Right.
How do you make that work with him being Luke's mom?
Well, they'd have to change some things.
Yeah.
Maybe Padme faked her death.
Oh, okay.
Or, and this is where it gets crazy,
Yeah.
maybe Boba's not a clone of Jango,
Oh, okay.
but clone of Padme somehow.
Whoa, hold up.
Yeah, right?
A Padme clone raised as a bounty hunter.
It's out there.
That's crazy, but I kind of love it.
Right?
What if the Kaminoans had this secret Padme project
Yeah.
alongside the Republic's clones?
That's interesting.
It explained things
It would.
without messing up the prequels too much.
Yeah, it's controversial.
Definitely.
It's a possibility.
Think about, the psychology of it.
Oh, yeah.
A Padme clone with her memories maybe,
Right.
but raised as a bounty hunter, that's got to be some serious inner conflict.
Totally. It's nature versus nurture
Yeah.
on a galactic scale.
Exactly. But wouldn't that make Vader look kind of weak
What do you mean?
if he couldn't sense his own wife?
Oh, right.
Even if she was a clone.
Yeah, they'd have to explain that.
Yeah.
Maybe some force blocking tech or the cloning messed up the connection somehow.
Right.
It needs some work,
Yeah.
but it's doable.
Okay, but even if we figure all that out,
Yeah.
how does this affect Luke and Leia emotionally?
Oh, for sure.
Finding out their mom wasn't just alive,
Yeah.
but was Boba Fett.
That's got to mess you up.
Right.
Totally.
It changes everything.
It really reframes everything.
Yeah.
Their relationships, how they see the Force, their whole worldview.
Imagine Luke trying to be a Jedi,
Right.
but knowing his mom chose violence.
Yeah, that's tough.
And Leia.
Yeah.
Would she see her mom in Boba Fett?
Maybe.
Even if he was, not exactly a good guy.
Right. That's interesting.
It adds a whole layer of tragedy to their story.
Yeah, it does.
What if being a Skywalker isn't just about destiny, but about dealing with your parents' choices?
Yeah, and how those choices affect you.
Exactly.
Wow, that's powerful.
It is.
It takes those classic Star Wars ideas, like family, identity, and twists them in a new way.
Totally. I'm also thinking about the bigger Star Wars galaxy.
Why?
This thread kept mentioning other stories, comics, books.
Yeah.
OK, Disaster 2022 even brought up a character in the Legacy comics who can change their face.
Oh, wow.
It just shows how much bigger Star Wars is than just the movies.
Absolutely.
And that's where this Boba Fett as Luke's mom thing could really work.
How so?
Imagine a novel about Padme after faking her death.
Oh, okay.
You know, surviving in the underworld, doing secret missions for the rebellion.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Right.
Totally.
Or a comic about Boba Fett's internal struggles.
Yeah.
With his Padme memories and his bounty hunter life.
Wow, the possibilities are endless.
They really are.
Yeah.
It's like Lucas rejecting Hamill's idea. Didn't kill it.
Right.
It just spread it around.
Yeah, like seeds.
Exactly.
Wow.
And fans are taking those seeds and running with them.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Creating their own stories and expanding the universe.
In ways Lucas never thought of.
Totally.
Yeah.
Which brings us to Mark Hamill's other ideas.
Oh, yeah.
This guy had some interesting thoughts.
Right.
He wanted Luke to turn to the dark side in Return of the Jedi.
Wow.
And get this.
Yeah.
He wanted Luke to grow to Godzilla size in The Last Jedi.
Wow. That's a bold choice.
Right.
Yeah.
Makes you think, what's the role of the actor in all this?
Yeah, that's a good question.
They embody the characters. They bring them to life.
Right.
So how much say should they have?
It's a tricky balance.
Yeah.
Actors have insights into their characters.
Right.
But the writer has to make sure those insights fit the story.
Exactly.
It's a collaboration.
Yeah. Mick Volche in the thread said, sometimes actors don't see the big picture.
Oh, interesting.
They might love their character.
Yeah.
But not understand the whole story.
Right. It's like an orchestra.
Oh, I like that.
Each musician plays their part.
Yeah.
But the conductor brings it all together.
Perfect analogy.
Yeah.
So maybe Hamill's ideas, even the crazy ones, were part of that process.
Right.
A way to explore Luke.
Yeah.
Even if it didn't make it to the screen.
Exactly.
Truly.
It's all part of the journey.
It is. And there's this feeling in the thread that even the crazy ideas, like Boba Fett being Luke's mom,
right,
they're appealing because they challenge us.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
They make us think differently.
They make us question what we think we know.
Exactly. We're not just watching.
Right.
We're analyzing, theorizing, debating.
We're participating.
Yes. And that's what makes the story ours.
Absolutely.
You know?
It's a shared experience.
Yeah.
This whole Boba Fett as Luke's mom thing.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not. It sparks such an interesting conversation about storytelling, fan culture, identity. It shows the power of what-if stories.
Yeah.
And how they can make us see familiar things in new ways.
Exactly. And that's what makes this deep dive so fun.
It is fun.
We started with this one crazy theory.
Yeah.
And it's taken us down this rabbit hole.
Totally.
Of all these ideas.
It's been a journey.
It really has.
Challenging everything we thought we knew.
Yeah, expanding our view of Star Wars.
It's like we found this secret network of meaning beneath the surface.
Yeah.
And every connection leads to something new.
I love that. So where do you stand on Boba Fett being Luke's mom?
Oh, man, that's tough.
Would you have wanted to see it on screen?
I'm torn, honestly.
Yeah.
Part of me loves how bold it is, how it changes everything we know about Star Wars.
Right.
But part of me wonders if it would have messed things up.
Yeah. It's risky.
It is.
But that's what makes it so interesting.
Totally.
It's not good or bad. It's complicated. It's a web of possibilities.
With no easy answers.
Exactly. And it's up to each fan to decide.
Yeah, you got to weigh the pros and cons
and
come to your own conclusion.
We presented the evidence, the arguments.
The reactions.
Now it's your turn.
It's your turn to think about it.
There's no right or wrong answer.
It's about what it means to you.
Exactly.
And what it says about your relationship with Star Wars.
This deep dive wasn't just about one theory.
Right.
It was about exploring Star Wars and the amazing community around it.
Absolutely.
It's a reminder that even in a galaxy far, far away, the best stories are the ones that connect with us.
On a personal level.
Totally. So we want to hear from you.
Yeah.
What do you think about Boba Fett being Luke's mom?
What other what-ifs are you curious about?
Share your thoughts, your theories, your crazy ideas.
Yeah, let us know.
In the comments, on social media, wherever you connect with Star Wars.
Because the conversation doesn't end here.
Exactly. This is just the beginning of your own deep dive.
Into the endless possibilities of Star Wars.
Like, we want to know what's behind the curtain, you know? Even if it's weird or doesn't make sense.
Yeah, doesn't that kind of make art?
Totally. It makes you question things.
Makes you challenge what you thought you knew.
Exactly. We're not just, like, watching these stories. We're part of them.
We're active participants.
Yeah, we analyze, theorize, argue.
We'll make it our own.
And that makes it ours, you know?
This whole Boba Fett thing,
yeah.
whether you're into it or not,
right.
It started this amazing conversation.
It really has.
About stories, fans, who we are.
It shows how powerful those what-if stories are.
Yeah, and how they can change how we see things.
That's what I love about this deep dive.
Me too.
We started with one kind of crazy theory.
Yeah.
And look where we are now.
It's crazy.
All these different ideas.
A whole web of thoughts.
It's been a journey for sure.
Yeah.
We've challenged everything we thought we knew about Star Wars.
It's like we found this hidden, like, layer of meaning.
Yes.
And every connection, like, opens up something new.
I love that.
Yeah.
So after all this, what do you think? Boba Fett as Luke's mom. Would you have wanted to see it?
Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah.
Part of me loves the idea, you know?
Yeah.
It shakes things up, makes you rethink everything.
Yeah.
But I also wonder if it would have messed with the story. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a tough one.
It is. It's risky.
It's definitely risky.
But that's what makes it so interesting to talk about.
Right. It's not like good or bad.
It's not black and white.
It's all these shades of gray.
It's a whole bunch of possibilities.
And in the end, it's up to each fan to decide.
Exactly. You got to weigh the arguments, the reactions.
We've laid it all out there.
Now it's your turn to think about it.
There's no right answer.
It's about what it means to you.
How you connect with Star Wars.
Exactly.
This wasn't just about one theory.
No, it was about so much more.
It was about exploring the whole Star Wars galaxy.
And the community that loves it.
Yeah, it shows that even in a galaxy far, far away, the best stories are the ones that hit us right here.
In the feels.
Totally. So tell us, what do you think about all this?
Boba Fett, Luke's mom, what other crazy ideas do you have?
Share your thoughts, your theories, anything?
Let's keep this conversation going.
Yeah, hit us up in the comments on social media, wherever you talk Star Wars.
Because it doesn't end here.
This is just the start of your deep dive.
Into the endless possibilities of Star Wars.
And that's it for this deep dive. Thanks for listening.
This is your need to know. It's in the air, it's in the light. Feel the rhythm through the night. All around you, it's all around you.
The city's alive, every heartbeat's a sign, pulsing under electric skies. Lost in the sound, feel the bass underground. Let it take you where the energy lies. All around you, let it surround you. Every beat, every light, every move feels brand new. All you, let it astound you. Lose control, let it roll, feel the rhythm come through. It's all around you. Every beat, every light, every move feels brand new. Let it astound you. Lose control, let it roll, feel the rhythm come through. It's all around you. Oh yeah, yeah. The rhythm found you. Fingers touch air, waves of sound everywhere. Dancing shadows come alive in the glow. Heartbeat in sync with every echo and blink. It's a place only the music knows. All around you, let it surround you. Every beat, every light, every move feels brand new. Around you, let it astound you. Lose control, let it roll, feel the rhythm come through. It's in the motion now, feel the sound like an ocean. Feel the shift as the night starts to lift, but the echoes stay alive in your mind. This is the vibe where the soul comes alive. No beginning, no end, just time. All around you, just time. All around you. It's in the air, it's in the light. Feel the rhythm through the night. All around you. city's alive, every heartbeat's a sign, pulsing under electric skies. Lost in the sound, feel the bass underground. Let it take you where the energy lies. All around you, let it surround you. Every beat, every light, every move feels brand new. All you, let it astound you. Lose control, let it roll. Feel the rhythm come through. It's all around you. Yeah, yeah. The rhythm found you. Fingers touch air, waves of sound everywhere. Dancing shadows come alive in the glow. Heartbeat in sync with every echo and blink. It's a place only the music knows. All around you, let it surround you. Every beat, every light, every move feels brand new. All you, let it astound you. Lose control, let it roll. Feel the rhythm come through. It's emotion. Feel the sound like an ocean. Feel the shift as the night starts to lift, but the echoes stay alive in your mind. This is the vibe where the soul comes alive. No beat